Mature love, the courage to hold what hurts. There is a moment in every adult life when we begin to realize that the stories we were raised on, the stories about love, devotion, and forever, were written for a world far simpler than the one we actually live in. We grow up hearing promises wrapped in absolutes. I will always love you. I will never leave you. Nothing will ever change. These phrases feel warm, almost protective, like a childhood blanket we never quite outgrow. They soothe the part of us that fears loss, the part that wants love to be a guarantee rather than a living, breathing relationship between two evolving human beings. But as we move through life, we learn, sometimes gently, sometimes through heartbreak, that real love does not thrive on absolutes. Life changes. People change. Circumstances shift beneath our feet. And even the strongest relationships encounter seasons of heaviness, silence, grief, or depression. When we cling to absolutes, we are not protecting love. We are protecting ourselves from the truth that love is not a fixed state. It is a practice, a choice, a presence. Mature love begins where those childhood fantasies end. It is not the love that promises eternal sunshine. It is the love that stands steady through changing weather. It says, I am here with you today, and I will keep choosing you as long as we are both growing in this life together. It does not deny uncertainty. It does not pretend that joy will be constant or that sorrow will never visit. Instead, it offers something far more courageous: presence without control, commitment without illusion, tenderness without the need for guarantees. And this kind of love asks something of us, something deeper than romance, deeper than passion, deeper than compatibility. It asks us to sit with another person's pain without trying to erase it. This is one of the hardest lessons in adult relationships. We live in a culture that treats emotions like problems to be solved. Sadness is seen as a malfunction. Grief is treated as an inconvenience. Depression is framed as a personal failure. And so when a partner struggles, many of us leap into action. We offer advice. We offer solutions. We offer pep talks and spiritual shortcuts. We try to fix what they are feeling, not because they are broken, but because we are uncomfortable. But love, real mature love, is not a repair shop. It is not a place where emotions are tidied up and returned in better condition. Love is a place where emotions are allowed to exist. To love someone maturely is to understand that their sadness is not a threat. Their grief is not a burden. Their depression is not a verdict on the relationship. These experiences are simply part of being human in a world that places immense pressure on all of us. Pressure to be productive, pressure to be cheerful, pressure to be endlessly resilient. Mature love says, you do not have to perform here. You do not have to pretend. You do not have to be easy for me to love. It says, I will not abandon you to your darkness. but I will not drag you out of it either. I will sit beside you until your eyes adjust to the night. This is not passivity. This is not indifference. This is the discipline of presence, the willingness to hold space without controlling it, to witness without rescuing, to honor another person's inner world without trying to manage it. Developmental psychology tells us that this capacity emerges only when we ourselves have grown beyond the fear that another person's emotions will swallow us whole. It requires a stable sense of self, a secure attachment, and the humility to accept that we cannot fix what is unfolding inside someone else. We can only accompany them. Relationship therapy reinforces this truth. The most healing thing we can offer a partner is not a solution, but a witness. Someone who says, I see you. I'm not afraid of your feelings. You don't have to hide here. When we stop trying to fix, we start to truly connect. And social psychology reminds us that emotional suppression, the pressure to be fine, to stay positive, to move on, isolates us from one another. It creates distance where closeness is needed most. Mature love closes that distance by allowing silence, by allowing slowness, by allowing the truth that sometimes life is simply heavy, and the most loving thing we can do is share the weight. This is not the love of fairy tales. It is the love of real life, imperfect, evolving, tender, and brave. It is the love that understands that commitment is not a promise about the future, but a practice in the present. It is the love that knows we cannot guarantee forever, but we can offer honesty, steadiness, and compassion today. So if you are listening to this now, I invite you to consider letting go of the absolutes that once felt comforting. They are too small for the complexity of adult life. Instead, embrace the kind of love that can hold uncertainty without collapsing. The kind of love that honors the full range of human emotion. The kind of love that does not require your partner to be cheerful or healed or easy. Embrace the love that says, I cannot promise that nothing will change, but I can promise to meet you with honesty, to hold what hurts without fear, and to walk with you through the shifting seasons of our lives. This is mature love, not perfect, but real, and more than enough.